Welcome to CTC Tax Education. From this video, you will learn how to calculate GST payable to the government with computation. Here, generally balance sheet shows how much amount of tax we have to pay to the government under the head duties and taxes. This is a common report for duties and taxes. Before confirm this amount, we have to recheck this same amount with our income statement as well as stock report. After that, only we have to file the return and pay the tax to the tax department. In our tally, we have a balance sheet. Under the duties and taxes, tally shows how much amount of tax we have to pay to the government. This is a common report for duties and taxes. Before confirm this amount, we have to recheck the same payable amount with profit and loss account as well as stock report. Then the result of tax computation amount should be matched with the duties and tax amount. Then how to calculate tax payable amount from the profit and loss account? In this sense, we can directly enter profit and loss account from the balance sheet. We will get a separate report for profit and loss account. Here we can find the purchase account as well as sales account. Purchase account as well as sales account. These sales account, in the sense, we have to pay the tax amount after the sales amount which we have sold of the goods. Here total amount of sales is 31,58,000. Here I can enter further. I will get a separate report for sales details. Here I can easily identify what is the local sales and what is the interstate sales. Here I can press Alt F5 for detailed view. Then we will get a breakup for sales details. Tally has three different sales ledger based on these duties and tax rate of percentage. Here, generally, I have classified with two different classifications, that is a local sales and then interstate sales. Based on this report, I can calculate some additional information by working. Here I can create a separate working sheet, that is a spreadsheet in my Excel. Here I can calculate some information about the tax related details. Here you can easily identify the format of the computation. This is a working. Before payment of tax and before filing the return, we have to prepare separate working for each and every month. In case if you are paying a tax or filing the return on quarterly basis, in the sense, you can create these same workings based on quarterly also. Initially, I have starts with my working with sales details. Then local sales and then interstate sales. These data is from tally. Here, how much amount of total local sales and then interstate sales? These data from tally software. Here, local sales is 16,87,500 and interstate sales is 14,70,500. So I have to check these information whether it is correct or not. After that, I can easily apply the tax percentage for local sales for CGST, HGST, then IGST. Here I have calculated the same amount which is from the sales register. This amount, total tax amount is 4,45,425. It is considered as a tax liability of the business. Similarly, I can prepare purchase register also. In my tally, I will check the purchase data from the profit and loss account. Here I have pressed Alt F5 for detailed view. Then same amount, it should be carried to our monthly working sheet. After that, we have to apply the tax amount for purchase. Here total amount of tax amount from the purchase register 2,91,750. it should be considered as a ITC, that is a input tax credit. After deducting from this tax liability, we will get a total amount of tax, whether it is payable or refundable. Here, this is a positive amount because this is a, we can easily consider as it is a payable to the tax department. We should compare this amount, 1,53,675, as per my sales register and then purchase register. Generally, I have considered this is a net purchase and net sales. So no need to clarify it with debit note as well as credit note. If you want to prepare any clarified data in the sense or working in the sense, we can prepare for debit note as well as credit note also for trading purpose. Here I have calculated from my working 1,53,675. We should compare this amount from the balance sheet. I have to check this amount 1,53,675. Here, as per my profit and loss account or income statement, it is it is equal. So my profit and loss account statement has a proper report for computation of tax. After that, we have to recheck this same amount with a stock report also. Here I have multi kind of product for my sales register. For the sales purpose, I have purchased a lot of item and then sold these same item with my profit. Then here I can enter, I will get a detailed closing stock. Closing stock generally considers a unsold stock. Already we have paid tax at the time of purchasing these goods. The paid tax is considered as a blocked input tax. Already we have paid at the time of purchase, but it is not collected against the sales because it is considered as a tax amount is a blocked ITC amount. Before these calculation, we have to identify the gross profit of the sold. Here, before making the working, we should classify with what are the items comes under 5% of tax, what are the items comes under 12% of tax, then what are the items comes under 18% of tax. We have to break up these based on percentages. After that, we should find out what are the gross profit on sales. Then what is the gross profit? Then how much amount of tax on gross profit? This is another amount. Generally, it is considered as a tax payable to the department. There is a tax liability. After this amount, we have to deduct closing stock, ITC on closing stock. Here, ITC on closing stock as well as tax liability on gross profit, this amount should be matched with tax payable amount. Here also, I can easily arrive tax payable amount 1,53,675. As per my purchase and sales register, as well as stock register, I can easily identify. But it is some critical to calculate the tax amount to classify the register. But Tally has a separate report for save report. Here we have multiple options to classify the stock item, whether it is what are the items comes under the particular tax percentage. That is a advanced filter options also we have. After filtering the report, we can easily save the report by using save report option. Here I have saved 5% taxable goods as well as other percentages also. Here I can open the 5% taxable goods from here. I will get a separate report. What is the sold out quantity, then value of sales, then what is the consumption. After that, how much amount I have earned. Here I have purchased these goods for rupees 500. I can easily identify from this what is the closing stock value, closing stock rate. Closing stock rate also 500. My sales price also 500. Due to this, I cannot claim any profit from these product sales. So there is no profit, no sales. So no profit, no loss. That's why I don't have any tax liability on these sales. So I have entered What is the gross profit in this sense? Gross profit, there is no gross profit, also nil value. GST on gross profit also nil value. Then after that, I have to calculate GST on closing stock value. Here, 5% taxable goods, I have 40,500 here. This data from our tally data. So total amount, we can easily identify the bottom of the value, bottom of the screen, 40,500. This is a 5% taxable goods. If you have any doubt in this sense, you can generally control enter from any item. You will get a alteration screen. Here you can easily identify the what is the percentage we have entered, we have mentioned. Okay, so here I have ensured this is a 5% item, and also this is also 5% item. So there is no any error will not come. So total amount or taxable amount is 40,500. So similarly, I can select other percentage taxable item. Example, 12% of taxable item. Here, this is also 12% of item. I can press Control Enter. Then I can easily identify the what are the percentage I have mentioned here. So 12% taxable item. Total value of 12% taxable item on gross profit is 4,19,000. Closing stock value is 18,500. So same amount I can enter here. What is the gross profit? Then what is the unsold stock value? From this value, I can easily calculate my tax percentage. Then 12% as well as 12% also here. Closing stock also has a 12%. After that, I will find what are the amount I have to pay. After deducting these, computation of tax difference between GST on gross profit, then GST on unsold stock. This is a 48,060. Similarly, we can create a 18% of tax items also. Then I'm going to press Alt G, and then I will open a 18% taxable goods. So these two items comes under the 18% taxable goods. Gross profit is totally 7,48,000. Unsold stock, ITC blocked on unsold stock is 1,50,000. This is a basic value for tax computation. I have entered here. So unsold stock value as well as gross profit. Then I can easily apply the percentage of tax amount. Then I will arrive total amount of tax payable. So this is a tax on liability. Unsold stock tax is considered as ITC, blocked ITC. This different amount is considered as tax payable. So I can easily compare these tax payable amount should be matched with my sales and purchase register, as well as both are equal. There is no problem. Then it should be tallied with our balance sheet duties and tax amount. Here I can ensure whether it is correct or not. After that, I can confidently make a return, then make a payment for this month or for particular quarter. This is a main important thing before computation of tax amount, before filing the return, before payment of tax. If you want to learn these complete GST module in Tally, in the sense, we have a separate session for this course from 4th November, from Monday. Session will be conducted on every day 1 hour, evening 8 to 9, duration 20 days. Total fees you have to pay 3,600. If you want to join in the sense, you can fill the admission form. Okay, you can find your admission form in my description screen. Okay, after that you will get a confirmation for your admissions. So this is a major things. Syllabus was what are the syllabus will be conducted in this sense. You can easily identify the syllabus, okay, which is showing in the screen. If you joined in the sense, every day you will get a session recording as well as e-books also. Don't wait for your confirmation. Please fill your joining form and then confirm your admission. Thank you for watching.